Hi, my name is Justin Lin, investment strategist at Global X ETFs, and welcome to Express Lane. After a week of ups and downs, escalations and de-escalations, investors can finally breathe a sigh of relief as the US and Iran have signed a temporary ceasefire and reopened the Strait of Hormuz. For the green light of this week, risk-on equities, especially tech equities, are likely to rebound as investors buy the dip and position for normalization. Semiconductor equities could outperform given that their forward-looking valuations look cheap from a historical perspective, and Samsung delivered a very strong earnings earlier in the week. For the yellow lights of this week, crude oil prices could come under pressure as the concerns around the Strait of Hormuz and supply eases. However, the impact of long-term infrastructure damage could be hard to gauge in the short term, and resumption of energy flows back to normal levels could take longer than expected. Finally, for the red lights of this week, while the US and Iran have signed a ceasefire and the Strait of Hormuz has been reopened for 2 weeks, the US CPI print later in this week could derail market narratives around inflation and growth. If inflation is hotter than expected, US investors could face a sentiment check with rate hikes re-entering the market narrative. Thank you for joining us on the Global X Express Lane this week. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below.